I'm not sure.
Oh, you're good.
Hi, we're back again to share the Hope cooking content. We're doing a baking cookie thing, and we're going to start off by I had placed some sugar, some flour in this pink bowl. By the way, this is recyclable, very nice to have. We're going to mix it up. We have to add, excuse me, 1 egg, and then we need a melted soft butter so that we can mix it. So I have some spatulas that we can use. I hope everyone's enjoying the first part of December. It's been a busy one for us. We've been kind of doing shopping online and looking for items for family members. We, kind of picked some traditional things that we normally get. And this year we're going to try a hot cocoa bar, a charcuterie hot cocoa bar with all kinds of fixins for the hot cocoa, which we're going to have we bought a special thing to place these things in. That'll be Christmas Eve probably. We bought that, plus we bought a charcuterie board that we're going to make an actually wooden charcuterie board that we're going to have cheeses, trail bologna, crackers, things to just munch on during the time that we're spending together. We want to make this as enjoyable and as exciting because, like I said in past contents, this hasn't been the most exciting time. I will tell you a glance at the history. December 30th, 2021, I lost my husband to COVID. And my kids moved in with me and have been with me, taking care of me. I've had some hospitalizations and some illnesses. So it's been kind of one of those sad months. So they try to keep me busy with activities. This is one. He's pouring 1/2 cup of softened butter. We're going to take this, scrape that out. Don't want to waste any. We'll save that because we might have to melt some more. I'm just folding in some of the butter so it's kind of mixing in there. And then you take 1 egg. And you break it in. Normally I would be breaking it in a special bowl, but right now we have to use what we got. Oops, dropped something on me right there. But like I said, it's been kind of a tough month for all of us. We try to remember the good and the bad. We remember mostly good, but you can't bring my husband and their father back. So what we try to do is we put activities that we can do. Like we made scrapbook with all the pictures that we had in our phones. So we did that. We journal. I do rock painting. I do regular painting. My son made a bunch of drawings for me. He likes to draw, and he made a bunch of drawings. And those drawings I've been coloring with permanent marker, and I've finished quite a few of those. My son had a wood craft painting thing yesterday. He gave it to me. I had it done in 1 day. I don't hesitate. I get it done as soon as I can. Like I said, we try to do as much as we can just to keep me busy so I'm not thinking of sadness. We want to remember this is a time for being happy. By the way, I will let you know we're doing a Christmas in a Jar campaign. There's several people that I've given, I won't say who, but we're trying to get the word out that we're trying to just create a smile on someone's face and make sure that everyone's happy. Now, he got me a parchment paper, which makes it easier for cleanup. We're going to get a teaspoon to put this in. Now, you can make it the way you want to make it. I'm going to add, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of chocolate chips just to give it a little bit of a chocolate flavor. Now, we've already preheated the oven to 375, which hopefully it'll get hot and to temperature. I'm going to pour just a little. And what I'm doing is I'm eyeing it. I don't want to put a lot of chocolate in because I don't want to take away from the other stuff we're doing. So I'm just putting a little bit in just to give it a little bit of a chocolatey flavor to it. And one thing you want to do is once you do it, you want to find a plastic bowl to put these in after we're done with them. And what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to mix this thoroughly, make sure that it's completely mixed up. And hopefully all of you are going to be having a good Christmas, celebrating it with your family. You know, we do a lot. We decorated a tree yesterday, which was kind of good. We only do small trees. We used to do real large trees, but we kind of went to the small after 2021 because no one really felt like Christmas, and we're trying to get Christmas back into the family. And so that's why sometimes you have to downsize to try to build the spirit back up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a teaspoon and I'm going to do it like this. I do it, roll it into a ball and place it on the thing. Then I'm going to take another teaspoon. Now you don't want to make them too big because you want them small enough that they're, you know, not too big that you can handle, but we want to make sure that they're big enough that we can create pretty good size one. You know, Santa likes to eat his cookies. Now we're going to roll this again. Now hopefully this first batch that I make will make at least a dozen cookies. If you do a dozen each time, that should be pretty good. But you don't want to overdo it because one year I made so many cookies that I ended up having to throw quite a few away, which was kind of bad. So, and you really have to concentrate on what you're doing on this. Now, the big thing is, you know, you got to give it time. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, by the recipe, it says it will take 12 to 14 minutes. And you have to watch the oven because you don't want to set it clear to the top or clear to the bottom, because then it might burn. And we don't want that to happen. We want to make sure these cookies are going to be good to go. And we've been listening a lot of Christmas. There's a Christmas Santa Christmas on YouTube, and we've been watching. I think it's East Idaho News was given $1 million to give to people deserving of a good Christmas. And I've been watching it, and boy, they've hit a lot of people definitely in need. And I think it's kind of neat to see them because some of these people You know, I mean, they're cars. They're giving them cars because they have no cars to drive. And this man, whoever it was, generous man, donated $1,000. A million. I'm sorry, I said 1,000. I meant $1 million. And they've been buying cars. And they're the 2025. Okay, the first batch is complete. No, not complete, but it's ready to go in the oven. I'm going to give it to my sous chef. Now, it's 12 to 14 minutes. And then we'll go to the next batch. You can give me another tray and I'll fill another tray up. But, you know, my kids are all grown up. They are grown up. Mine's are 30 or older. And like I said, we always celebrate Christmas. We don't like to change tradition. I know my husband's not with me, but tradition goes on in the Reed in our family. And that's the one thing we got to remember. You want to keep that smile on your face, and you want to tell people things will look better. Things are going to look up. You know, I had a company donate for me stress balls and koozies to keep their drinks. I'm going to hand those out. I put them in little baggies. I'm going to hand those out.
What company?
Oh, from Phantom Fireworks. And they're really cute.
Fortune 500 company.
It's a Fortune 500 company. We're going to hand them out to just various people. If we go shopping, we happen to run into someone. It doesn't have to be kids. Because believe it or not, even the youngest, from the oldest to the youngest, like these. And we just want to bring a smile to their face. Tell them life is going to be good. We will make sure that we're passing it forward. I guess I'm paying it forward, passing it forward, because we. Excuse me. Can you talk a little bit about our Christmas in a jar?
So guys, if you guys ever want to, it's totally up to you. From now all the way, well, pretty much all year, we're going to be doing this thing called Christmas in a Jar. And what we did is, Christmas in a Jar is to give back to people that are struggling during the holiday season. It could be people that have lost loved ones, could have people that have had medical concerns, financial debt, or something that pretty much needs a pick-me-up for the holiday season. And what we do is we've had businesses sponsor us, we've had individuals sponsor us, we had a very big following. And what our goal is by 2027, we want to do a scholarship program for our organization that we just created. It's not real big, but we're growing very rapidly. And it's all you need to do is, if you ever want to sponsor us, it's real easy. You go into our YouTube channel and go under our link section. There should be two sections. One says PayPal and the other says Venmo. You guys have a PayPal or Venmo account, you can actually send us money. We're not asking a lot. We set a price of $30 or less, and literally all proceeds will go to people of needy or people that are struggling. Or if you want to do more, that's totally up to you. And our goal in the future, the more you donate, the more we will actually give you like a prize for being a part of the Share the Hope journey. Right, Mom?
Yeah, what we're doing is, if you give a certain amount, we've created heavy duty totes, really nice totes with our emblem on it, Share the Hope. We're involved in YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. We try to keep a wide range of things to get involved with, so you can see us everywhere. And we have a following.
We've had, at least on YouTube, we've had almost 6.4 thousand, but we've had almost 5 million people watch our channel.
So we appreciate those that are following us and checking us out. Some of our channels is really, really fun to do. You know, I do so many things, and my son, he's about the main editor of everything. He's the one
She's being a little humble. She also does a lot of videos too.
Yeah, but he's the one that kind of makes sure that everything's looking pretty good. So we really appreciate helping people. This year we did hit a couple people, just out of the blue.
Tell them about the one video that was released at 11:30 if they want to check it out, Mom.
I can't. Can you tell them?
It's the video of a lady that works at Worcester City School District. And what happened was she lost her husband to a tragic issue. And if you ever want to check in on it, you get to actually see a video that was sponsored by a company down in Cambridge, I believe, Mom, or Zanesville.
Yeah.
And they actually donated the product, and we gave it to her to help her. I know we can't replace a loved one, but it made her day a little bit better. So go check it out. It's under our video section. It's been a real nice thing my mom was able to do for another lady, and we want to do more and more each and every year. So.
Okay, our second batch is ready. I'll show you. They're all set. Now I'll get another tray if I have another tray available. I have a little more. And like I said, we're going to try to make as many cookies as possible. We used to pass them out, but people make their own cookies, and people really appreciate what you give them, but they'd rather, they'd rather make their own, especially those that have certain recipes. And like I said, I try to make as many as I can, but I don't want to overmake, because you can overmake and then you throw it away. And I don't believe in wasting it. So I try to spread it out so others can see. I appreciate those that are listening to it. Thank you for tuning in. I hope to do more. I want to do more. We've got gingerbread houses that we're going to put together as a family. We have 2 of them. We like competition. So we're gonna have 2 people that basically will be partners, and they have to put this together. Do we not have our new ones?
They're all dirty at the moment.
Oh, okay. And I'm going to go ahead and finish this out. And then I'm going to take a slight break. And then I'll be getting back with you for our second batch. I just want to finish these out.
Someone says hello, Mom.
Hi, how are ya? I'm thinking of all of you.
So, keep talking, Mama.
But like I said, we want to put as many as we can. You know, and hopefully, yesterday we actually gave 2 hoodies from a local high school that donated new gear and merch.
Sponsored by the Generals football team.
By the Worcester Generals football team. They gave us hoodies, and we gave them to 2 people, and boy, did they love them.
You'll hear the video later on.
Yeah, we've got videos that we've got. Well, we've got some videos that.
We're doing a thing called Vlogmas right now.
Yeah, we're doing Vlogmas now, but we have videos that are ready for posting for quite a few months.
Yes.
I mean,
We got some cool ones coming up.
we got some really cool ones.
Like, you got to see the world's largest indoor aquarium, which will be posted. We had a lot of taste testings.
And then we watched the Ohio State and the Michigan go OU. O-H, 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 I-O, I-O. I don't know it that well. But
You're an alumni from there.
But like I said, I went to OSU studying law. I was going to be a lawyer. I had my goal set, and I decided to be a teacher. I had my inspiration to be a French teacher. Parlez-vous en français? But then it ended up, it got switched totally at OSU, and I became an elementary teacher. And my specialty is science. So I majored in science, and I had a blast. And I loved working with the kids. I'm retired now. I gave 30 plus years at teaching and enjoyed all 30 plus years. I had a great team I worked with. Again, a shout out to my 6th grade team. Go 6th grade team! We went to Washington, D.C. To see all the major things down there. And I want to tell you something. We had a blast. And the kids worked very hard to get to go. And, oh, some of our bus stories that we could tell you, who would last you a lifetime. Because it was so much fun. I got to actually go into the Holocaust Museum, which I was excited. And I got to ride on they call it a bicycle. And this guy actually biked me from Smithsonian over to the Holocaust. And I want to tell you, that was the best year I spent. It was my last year. I actually didn't go to a lot of the DC trips. I went to a few. I went to the ones my children were involved in. I actually worked on doing the DC auction to raise the money to go. And that was a job beyond belief, but it was well worth it. I love seeing all the people that came to the auction. It built up, a lot of people came in and supported us. And we thank you for that, because that was a chance for all our kids to go. And they had a blast. I mean, we got to go into the White House. We got to see all the museums, the ones that were open at that time, because there were some that were being renovated. We got to go into the archives. They'll never lose their 6th grade trip. It's always going to be in their memory. You know, like I said, I remember those times, and, you know, setting up on the wall at the Smithsonian. We went into the Smithsonian. That was so much fun. So I'm going to call it for a little bit. I will be back.
Make sure you what, Mama?
Make sure you hit the bell button, thumbs up, like and subscribe. Don't forget, we're doing a giveaway. It's for a Bob Feller autograph signed book, and all you have to do is type down below that you are a sports fanatic, and you will be up for the giveaway. And it is signed by Bob Feller, and obviously Bob Feller is not with us. And this is going to be one of those books that you'll never forget, because he, you know, it deals with baseball, and he was a World Series champion.
Actually, the last time the Cleveland Indians won a World Series, he was on the team.
Yeah, so it means a lot, and I think whoever gets it will probably cherish it for life. Okay, we'll see you in a bit. Bada bing, bada boom. See ya.